All right, so boom, we're going to cut the countdown real short. And we're just going to jump right in. We only got 9 minutes until this versus battle. So I brung on 2 co-hosts. I have Amadi the Ruler, who is a YouTuber who keeps his ear to the street. So definitely go to Amadi the Ruler's YouTube channel and subscribe. I have also my other co-host, who is Alfila, who is going to be making a YouTube channel very soon. I don't know what he's playing, why he ain't made it yet, or what have you.
Amadi was supposed to call me back and get me up to speed with this thing, man. Ever since he went big time, man, I ain't heard from him, man. I don't know what's going on.
Who?
Amadi the Ruler right there with the Bengals hat on.
I got you.
All right, for sure.
All right, so there's a versus battle going on tonight, and that versus battle is going to be between E40 and Too Short. So I wanted to do a very, 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 very quick pre-show to get you guys' assumptions as far as who you think will take it, who you think is going to be. Is it going to be E40? Is it going to be Too Short? Who has the most hits? Who has the most timeless hits? Both of them have been in the game for a very long time. Both of them are on the West Coast like me. Okay. And I want to know who y'all think. I see a lot of people saying E40. Somebody said Amadi kind of cute. Okay, they shooting a shot over there. All right, I see y'all. Somebody said Too Short. Thomas B said Too Short, hands down. Dark Chocolate says Too Short. Ladybug says E40. Nemo says E40. GC says E40. Too Short. Okay. I'm going to go with E40 on this one. Angela says E40. 40. Too Short by Alicia. E40. E40. Too Short by Iman. E40. Tiana says Too Short. Jasmine says Too Short. Sally says E40, and so on. So now that we got the consensus from the audience, now I'm going to give it to you guys. Who do you think is going to take it?
Okay, my brother.
All right, so this is what I said. I think as a fan, I'm going to say E40. And I'm a fan of both artists, though. But when I think about like who I listen to the longest, I listen to a lot of E40, like up until recently. So I'm gonna go with 40. But Short got hits though, and I think it's gonna be competitive as far as like them playing hit for hit. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout at all.
Fila?
Well, I kind of call it a draw myself because I'm looking at 2 different things. Longevity, you know, Too Short kind of went solo like in '85. You know, E40 was with the Click, but he didn't go solo till like '93. But, you know, like Monty the Ruler said, E40 got a lot of kind of like, I won't say current bangers, but he always reinvented himself with the time. And I say about every 5 to 7 years, he dropped something real nice that you could respect. Like I think he dropped one last year or the year before with what's that young dude from the Bay Area I was asking about earlier?
G-Eazy?
The white kid. Yeah, G-Eazy. You know, stayed real current, you know, with the youngsters in the Bay Area.
Yeah.
Now, as far as on a worldwide level, if we was in like Mumbai, India, or Nova Scotia, Canada, and you said E40 or Too Short, I would place my nickel that they heard the Too Short and they show up to the concert for Too Short. But
I would feel like they would hear E40 over Too Short.
I mean, we would because we out here. But I'm just saying, as far as that name, how long it's been drilled in their ears, who went overseas
They both
first.
equally have been putting in work for the same amount of time, though. Like, I would think more internationally would be E40 than Too Short. I don't know. That's just me. I think that E40. I don't know.
You know,
Let me tell you why I say internationally Too Short. It's split between men and female. If you got mostly booty shakers that went big for you, a lot of females gonna remember you. E40 got a lot of songs, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying the big songs that he had, it was kind of like go hard, get crunk in the club type songs. But Too Short straight nasty with it, from, you know, Cocktails, even before Cocktails, all the way to Blow the Whistle to whatever. It's just like, it's
But
one of them songs that when it come on, really like.
Too Short's catalog is very explicit in nature. Not everybody gravitates to the explicit content that Too Short provides. I feel like E40 is more versatile as far as like not being so vulgar, but still timeless. So I don't know.
And you know, one thing about it though, yeah, Short used that B word a lot. He was known for it. Like the way he said, he known for that. But I kind of get what Alfila is saying as far as international, but I believe E40 is known in places that you wouldn't expect him to be known in, because he was like an underground rapper for so long. He was like one of them out of the trunk rappers. So like where I'm from, like we've been listening to E40 since like the drought season and the mailman. You know what I mean? Like E40, Sibo, Lunatic, all them Bay Area rappers, all that AWOL stuff. We've been listening to that for a long time. So that's why I said I'm like a fan of E40. Now, as far as Short, I used to have to sneak to listen to Short. Like my mom wasn't having it. You know what I mean? Because he was cussing and talking about women and all that. But we got to think about this too. 40 is known in the South because he did a lot. Like when he came back, and when you brought up that like the crunk music, he came back with like Little John and stuff like that. So like, remember to Tell Me Where to Go? That was like hyphy / crunk music. You know what I mean? So as far as their careers, I believe that both of them have did what they should have did. I don't think one outdid the other as far as like their achievements. I just believe that E40's rap style, as
Thank
you
you
know,
guys for the
unorthodox as it may
donation.
be, it withstanded time longer than Short. Short never switched it up. E40 didn't switch it up, but he didn't have to because his rap style was kind of before his time. So that's where I believe like my fan opinion comes in as far as when we talk about longevity. Yeah, Short been still dropping stuff, but his rap pattern is still the same. And I kind of listen to him sometimes and I'd be like, all right, Short.
All right, Alfila,
But he's the
what's your
OG
defense?
though, so I can't hate on him.
What's your defense for Too Short, Alfila?
Well, I look at it like this. Just me, you know, and I look at like, you know, like any artist, like, you know, say any YouTube creator. It's like I look at your struggle too. You know what I'm saying? Too Short didn't come in with no crew. He never had no clique except for his homies. But far as on the mic, it was always all eyes on him. Like I say, way back since '85. Too Short, he got the deal with Jive Records first, and then E40 got the deal with Jive Records. So I look at Too Short more as a pioneer. But remember though, I said mine is a draw, and I say it's a draw because of the fact that if I had to be locked up in a jail cell for 30 days and I only got one artist to choose, it would definitely be E40.
But you told me on the phone you was going with Too Short.
Well, like I said, it's 50-50. I'm going with Short. I'm going with Short just because I can't never kick, you know, Ice Cube, you know, out the picture because you got a new dude like, you know, Blueface. If he had 1,000 hits, I couldn't kick Ice Cube out the car. So I'm with Too Short just from that perspective of a pioneer, and you know, just really, you know, kind of like he is kind of like the grandfather to me of what you would call like independence. I really believe that. But at the same time, E40 on the music tip, I don't know if I would want to listen to that many Too Short songs. I could probably listen to 40 E40 songs and still be like, okay, what's the next one finna be? Because he got a lot of bangers like that. So that's kind of why I say it's a draw, because I'm kind of judging on two different things and I'm giving them their roses on what I feel like they should have their roses on. You know what I mean? Based off of.
Yeah.
That's
I
cool.
feel
That's
you.
cool. I think that I definitely agree with, like, I can listen to 40 because he's gonna give you a little bit of everything. Now, both of these rappers then rap with some of the greatest dudes to ever grab the mic. You know what I mean? They done been around the Tupacs, the
Oh, like
Spice
they
One.
said, they live right now. They ain't on there yet though, but they got the low riders in the back.
Man,
One got Vallejo and one got like the street sign say Vallejo in Oakland. How can I bring this up without playing the damn
the
music?
B legit, D shot, they sister Sugar T, man, the click. Man, I'm telling you, them boys was tough. Then they brought cats, you know, I know about Mac Mall through E40 and them, you know what I mean? Like, for me, it's like nostalgic. As far as E40, Too Short was a little, I ain't that young, but Too Short is kind of a little bit before my heyday, my time where I was really out in the streets doing whatever I would be doing. You know what I mean? 40, I
Yeah.
was listening to 40 when I was really out, like the drought season. I'm relating to everything he's talking about when it comes to trapping and stuff like that, you know. So 40 was just a, you know, it's my guy, man. That's
Like,
my guy.
you can't take nothing from either one of them, man. But I mean, as far as lyrically and musically, my hat would go off to 40, man, because right now today I could turn on some 40 and I wouldn't have to turn it down because I think my neighbors ain't gonna feel it. I'll play it at the party. You feel me? So,
Yeah.
you know, I definitely give it to 40. But let me just squeeze this in right now. I get 40 points because of this too. It's just like, say if you living in the Inland Empire, right? And then your rap catalog or the way you get down is so impressive that people in LA, they really, really feel you, right? Or like a city like Cincinnati, say some cities outside, y'all got a cat that just they gave up the respect to him. He wasn't even from the Natty, right?
Right.
I get into 40 because he came in by way of Vallejo. Too Short already had Oakland because he right there from off of MacArthur, and he right in the mix, so he was already a hometown favorite. So for E40 just to make his way in the Bay before he went national, that was impressive, man. That was really impressive to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And by the way, they said
let's
this
go
is the
through
most.
some of the hits. They haven't came out yet. I'm looking at the screen. Neither one of them have came out. When they come out and start talking, then I'll probably try to share a little bit of it if they're not playing music in the background. But let's run through some of their hits. So you Alfila, your big one for Too Short is Blow the Whistle.
I mean, it would be like Freaky Tales all the way to Blow the Whistle.
All right, Amadi, what's let's go through a list of some of the hits.
Well, of course, Tell Me Where to Go with Keek the Sneak. Shout out to Keek. Dusted and Disgusted with Pac, Mac Mall, and Spice One. I told you I had them pulled up to the Sprinkle Me joint with Sugar T. Definitely one.
Sprinkle Me was the big one. That was when I was a kid. I was so young.
I'm trying to think of some because I'll be naming someone. Balling Out of Control was fired though, man, but it wasn't a big like hit on the radio.
Yeah.
A lot of 40s, I'm telling you, a lot of 40s hits is gonna come by way of people who actually listen to him. If you ain't really rock with 40, it might end up like this. It's gonna be some stuff that he played that people gonna be like, all right, I don't remember that E40 song. You know what I mean? Because they wasn't tapped in like that.
So name some
Hey,
Too
I'm gonna
Short
take
ones.
this one. Tell me if you like these two right here. I hope I don't go back to jail. What do you say for slanging Yale?
Yeah, I hope I don't go back. Yeah.
I like that one. Or one of the biggest songs both of them had when they were together with KC and them. KC and JoJo, remember?
The KC and JoJo with him and Too Short. Yeah. Yep. That was hot.
That was a flammer right there, boy.
Yeah.
All right, name some Too Short.
Like I said, I like Freaky
Life
Tales. Definitely that.
The Ghetto.
Yep, the Ghetto. What's that? Life is Too Short.
Life is Too Short.
Too Short, in my opinion, he had a lot of nice little hit songs. I would say maybe like the early 90s. For some reason, they was just really, really on Too Short like that because you had NWA down here on the South, you know, and you had all that kind of music going up. And it seemed like Too Short kind of represented that for the bass. So we was feeling it, you know?
You had that getting it.
Yep. Should be getting it while the money is good.
What's the most recent? What's the most recent from both? What's the most recent from both of them? You had E40 on Big Sean. I don't F with you.
I like it. That's something like Big Sean, right?
Records. Yeah,
that was a nice record.
Mm-hmm. And I think that might be one of his biggest records lately.
So what's
and y'all already know what the biggest one is for Short. The biggest record for him. I might be wrong because it's been a minute, but I think still Blow the Whistle is like his biggest like song like in modern time, even though he didn't came out with songs after that or features after that was pretty cool. Right. I think Blow the Whistle was like it was one of them. It was like this is in the 2000s when that came out when Short really was like beyond his prime, and that was hot.
06.
Man.
Yeah.
It's still hot. And that was in 06.
Yeah, I'm telling you from the strip club, man.
Like, you can play that at any club or party right now, and it's gonna get to shaking. Period.
Yeah.
But you know what? I heard a song with E40 that was tight. I can't remember which one it was, but it was I think it was with him and Ty Dolla $ign. I really liked it, that one.
Let me
maybe
see,
about a year ago.
With who?
Ty Dolla $ign.
Ty Dolla $ign and E40. They put out a nice one. And then they doubled back and they did another one. They did two all together.
I think it was called Save. I can't play it, but dang, I forgot. E40 was on that song with T-Pain, trying to get to you and that. You know what I mean? Yep. I forgot about that.
That's
got a lot of
thing.
I feel like E40 gonna take it.
He was on that Snap Your Fingers with Lil Jon. Hey man,
E40 got probably more bigger records, man. And you know what? If you look at it like other artists, as far as collaborations, we got to say E40 got bigger collaborations too.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I feel like he's more international. When you were saying somebody in Nova Scotia or wherever you said, I'm like, they probably would know E40 because he's more of an international type because he has the bigger records.
Yeah, we might be wrong on that, man.
Okay, let me take. Okay, look, this is just like this. It's down the middle. Like I said, it's 50-50. It's gonna be like it's gonna be a draw. But let me say this: what I was trying to say earlier. They said they got the biggest budget from Versus ever so far. So it's no matter who you agree with or who you like, the fans obviously wanted this one because they wouldn't be putting up all this money if they didn't think it was a go.
I mean, it's definitely two legends. They definitely have been cultivating the Bay Area sound for a very long time, both of them. And it's just, I feel like it was well deserved. I just hate how long they take to come out. Like, my God. Like,
so both of y'all from Cali. When y'all think of the Bay, which rapper do y'all think of first?
When I think of the Bay Area, I hate to say it like this, but just so you can feel me, it damn sure ain't E40, bro. I'm thinking of Too Short. I'm thinking of Mac Dre. Yeah, Mac Dre probably the second one, but definitely Too Short. But don't get it wrong. That ain't got nothing to do with the records. When it comes down to like sitting down and being logical, I would have to definitely say on the music side that E40, you know, he probably got him beat on the music side, bro.
Because somebody came up to me and they were like, name the first Bay Area rapper that comes to mind. The first person that comes to mind for me would be Mac Dre. When I was in high school, it was an era of, you know, that just was like the whole wave.
The romper room.
That just was the whole wave when I was in high school. That was like a really big time and era. You know, Mac Dre doing a thizzle dance. You know, like that was a part of like my high school culture. Like,
I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself.
Yeah. Hey, feeling myself. So
yeah.
I mean, that's the first. Like, if somebody was to ask me, the first rapper or name the first Bay Area rapper that comes to mind, it would definitely be Mac Dre. Now, E40 would be probably next because he been putting in work for so long. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's been putting in work for so long. I wouldn't like Too Short wouldn't even come to my mind, honestly, in that conversation.
I think like this. Look, if we saying Oakland, especially East Oakland, I'm definitely Short all day. But I think with 40 being from Vallejo, he repped the V, but he repped the entire Bay so tough that when I think of these two artists, automatically when they say Bay Area rappers, I associate the term Bay Area with E40. I mean, he used to come on like Yay Area, you know what I mean? As soon as he come on, like that's my guy, man.
Who's
Yeah,
the first to come?
he got the bag when it comes to the music. He got the catalog all day long. He got that. But let me ask you this though. I don't know. Maybe you can look it up. Who you think did more shows last year?
Probably
Between
Short.
him and Too Short, I feel like E40 probably.
E40 be doing so much, and I follow E40. I know I'm following Short, but he don't.
Actually, I take it back. After doing shows, probably Too Short because E40 is not really out like that. Like E40 really be chilling a lot. So
I don't know if it was last year or the year before, but he went on tour with another West Coast legend. I don't know if it was Snoop or
I
who
thought
it was.
I thought it was DJ Quick or something like that.
Yeah, it was somebody. He went on like they went on the tour or whatnot. But yeah, 40, he be doing so much other stuff, man. Short getting that bag, getting them shows. I believe Short probably did more shows. 40,
yeah.
he's selling liquor, wine, he cooking the goon with the spoon. You know what I mean? He doing a bunch of stuff.
Who had the most iconic videos?
I say E40 because he showed us how the Bay Area really roll.
He got a song for the San Francisco 49ers.
Man.
Hey, and for Golden State Warriors. And that's an Oakland-based team.
Yeah. I don't understand why
mayonnaise, the Vogues all in the videos.
I hope this ain't another Versus where it takes them an hour to come out. Like, we already 12 minutes in, and neither one of them have walked out yet.
I think this is going to be the best Versus. What y'all think?
Beyond all of the others? Who do you think was the best Versus so far? So you think this is going to be the one, but who do you think was... Gucci and Jeezy?
Gucci Mane and Jeezy was like, it was like rap / MMA. You didn't know when it was gonna pop off. It got to the edge, they brought it back, and then at the end they just twisted everybody up by doing it so icy. So it was almost damn near like a concert. It was a thriller, It had the highs and the lows, and then it had the impact at the end.
You think that this is gonna top that?
For sure.
You think that a beef that went on for however many years, that we seen them both on the stage all together, you think that this with them, E40 and Too Short, is going to top that?
I do. I think performance-wise, I think the game that they're going to spit, the stories they're going to tell, what it took to get there, the educational portion. Because if you think about it, the only meat we had on the bone coming from these two dudes was we beefing and is we going to squash the beef. That was the only narrative. Half of the people wasn't there for the music. They was like, what's going to happen tonight in the ring? I think tonight it's one of them sleeper movies. Like it might not take off right at the beginning because it might not seem like nothing big, but I think people are gonna start getting sucked into it. Like, wow, man, this is almost like the flip side of Gucci Mane and Jeezy. Like, how did y'all remain friends? How did y'all not just beef past the norms and get past whatever y'all ever had going on? And I think the stuff that they're gonna let us know, I think it's just gonna be way more entertaining than just two people beefing, because we already immune to beef. It's like if you get beef 7 days a week, then you get it the extra 8th day. You're gonna be like, yeah, it was cool, and man, it was satisfying for the day. But I think with these dudes that's gonna serve up, it's gonna be something real tasty for the palate, and I think people are gonna say, I didn't expect this, but that was love right there. Just because they putting all this money into it, they setting it up like a concert.
I got three favorite ones, and I don't think none was better than the other. My three is the DMX Snoop and
That was iconic.
the Rick Ross and 2 Chainz. I like that one.
I never even watched that
They
one.
had the strippers there and everything. And then I like the last one with Jeezy and Gucci. I believe that the one that got canceled, that Ashanti and Keisha Cole, I believe it's gonna be bigger than this one tonight.
Who do you think gonna take the Ashanti versus? My money is on Ashanti.
Like, bro, no, but bro, this is
high
why I'm
school
saying
mood.
it, because you got women and men who gonna tune in. You see what I'm saying? Like these
Man,
last
I'm
couple ones been for us, for real. You know what I mean? Like they've been giving them, because I was kind of wondering when y'all gonna give the men a couple more. That Keisha Cole, I was listening to Keisha Cole the other night, man. I'm like, man, I can't wait.
So you go in with Keisha.
I'm going with Keisha, man.
I'm going with Ashanti.
Ashanti got hits.
Ashanti is very underrated, and Ashanti for me is a vibe. Like her songs relate more to me than fucking Keisha Cole's songs relate. I didn't even mean to curse, but her song, like Keisha Cole, is just all heartbreak, all like, you know, Ashanti, she bring you through the love story of, you know, feeling like she in the movies and dealing with a guy where I ain't even talking to my friends no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm ducked off with him. And being in love. And she also brings you through heartbreak as well. With Keisha Cole, it's just I'm stuck at heartbreak and crying. I'm not stuck at heartbreak and crying. Like Ashanti, for me, her songs are more relatable to me, in my opinion. And it was a part of my high school, you know.
Hey, excuse my laughter, but I think it's all relatable to, you know, whatever you was going through and the time it caught you at. Sure. If it caught you on the time you were still making memories in your life, Ashanti might be a go. But if you was already past that and you was on to that, you know, give me some bangers for the club and just talk that realism, you got to fuck with Keisha Cole.
Keisha Cole, that's a banger for the club to you? Keisha
Cole? She got some bangers.
She got bangers.
She got some bangers. She got some club hits. She don't have as many as Ashanti. And that's what me and my homegirl Airpiss was talking about the other night, because we was listening to him. The thing is Keisha Cole do got a lot of them songs where she was going through heartache and heartbreak. And a lot of women ain't gonna appeal to that because they might not have been through it, or they just don't want to hear you singing every song about that though. But them ballads, man, and she can sing like Ashanti. Okay, I'll put it this way: when it comes to singing, Keisha Cole. When it comes to production, as far as like something that can be played in the club and riding around to, Ashanti. Ashanti was like one of the, not the first one, but she was one of the artists who made it popular to sing over tracks that was really made for hip hop artists. And now that's all we get.
I was gonna say.
You got Ashanti and Ja Rule. That was magic. Then you had Ashanti and Lloyd. That was a whole nother ball game of magic. You got Keisha Cole singing "I Should Have Cheated," which was a big record.
Fire.
I Should Have Cheated and "Let It Go" was good records, but other than that, I don't care for her catalog. In my opinion.
Okay, let me tell you this though.
Cool. That's cool.
Factor this in too though. Number one, Keisha Cole, Mama's Frankie. That's a whole nother atmosphere and conversation. But she working with that, right?
Part of the music, though.
Okay, but feel this too. Half of Ashanti hits is before 2000, and they with big rappers.
And they hooks too.
But they bomb though. They're bomb songs though.
I'm saying they is, but anything with Ja Rule on it, it just takes it a notch down. And I'm not saying because he ain't good, because Ja Rule the shit. Excuse me. Take 2 tokens off of my account.
Okay. Okay, wait a minute. Her album, her self-titled Ashanti album, you can listen to her album from start to finish without clicking off at all. Like I could turn on her album right now and listen to, except for the intro, because the intro is just a prelude of all her other songs, and then her outro. You can listen to her album from start to finish. Can you turn on a Keisha Cole album? Her album, and listen to it from start to finish and not click off of not one song.
Well, see, let me tell you the reason why.
Possibly on some 50 Cent stuff, the first album. I'm gonna agree with you. I'm agree with you, Neek. But what I'm saying is that see how you so passionate about Ashanti? It's fans who passionate about Keisha Cole too, and that's what's gonna make that versus so big, man. I'm telling you, it was gonna be a banger. People had their drinks together. People was
They
getting
could
their
go hard for
done.
Keisha all they want. I Should Have Cheated is a big record. We've all sung it. That's a banger. Let It Go, big record, a
Okay, can I give
banger.
you one
But if
more?
you
Let me give
put
you one
on
more.
her album, how many songs are you skipping through?
Wait, let me give you one more though. That was kind of like big up there too. Remember the song she did, Love?
With that.
Go ahead, Fila.
You remember Love?
Love. Okay,
Yeah.
that's another banger.
See, Ashanti songs got them rappers in it, and see, let me say some more points. It don't have nothing to do with music, but I guess I was able to see Keisha Cole because it's like she came out. I think it was Love and Hip Hop. Then she finessed to her own show, and to me that was big. You know, it's almost like okay, networks and other people are seeing like the value in you, and they're gonna put you up there and see what you do with it, right? I liked it, all of those moves, and I can't really separate that from the music. You know, where like
But
when I
that's
say
not the
Ashanti,
music though. We talking about music.
I
no, I
can feel the emotion. Okay. I can feel the emotion in Keisha Cole's songs because she's singing about pain, even though and I get it. You got to be in the mood. You may have to be in the mood for it, but it just comes off as being authentic. Like, dang, Keisha really going through something. Like, you know what I mean? Ashanti, if I put it on, I'm expecting to be in the club, but she got that one song, The Way That I Love, you know, the way that I love, the way that is man, I just listened to it the other night, man. It's a banger. She got some hits too. Like, it's gonna be hit for hit. I believe both of them women is gonna come out and show out, and I believe we're gonna get a good show from both of them. I really don't think the matchup, the only person that you really could put Keisha Cole with and they be on the same thing as Mary J, and then we all gonna cry that night. You feel what I'm saying? So you can't.
you know they ain't gonna go against Mary J.
Somebody in the comments said Ashanti. Wait. Ashanti was backed by a huge hip hop machine. Keisha is real R&B.
She from the Bay Area, man.
Keisha Cole could have. I mean, I don't care that Ashanti was backed by whoever. She writes her music. She wrote J-Lo's music. She writes good songs. Beyonce is backed by a big machine. She's a big mega powerhouse of a superstar. Like, she's a crazy superstar who's backed by a lot of money. She's a great performer. She's one of the best to ever do it. But I feel like Ashanti makes better songs than Beyonce, in my opinion. Y'all might call me crazy, but Beyonce doesn't really make good songs that I could just listen to, and I want to listen to her album over and over and over. I think that Ashanti makes really good songs.
As a man, I would listen to Ashanti before I listen to Beyonce.
I give you that. I'm 100% on that, man, because, man, if you turn on some Beyonce at the wrong time, man, I'm going to snatch my stereo off the car.
Yeah.
I just ain't with it.
Yeah, like, that's just my opinion. Beyonce songs. Like,
I think Ashanti got big songs, and I'm always had to take it back. Like I say, if I was locked in a jail cell, you know what I'm saying, for 90 days, I would go with Ashanti.
Yeah, I'm not listening to Beyonce in the joint.
No, I said Ashanti. I'm just saying, like say if you were somewhere, and they said these are your only two choices for 90 days. Nobody else can hear what you put on your headphones, but this is all you have access to on your account. Would you go with Keisha Cole or Ashanti?
I'm going with Keisha. I'm a fan though. See, it's hard.
I give it to you.
Look, I'm gonna admit it before anybody else say it. The E40, the Gucci, the Rick Ross, and even the Snoop, all biased opinions because out of the two artists, those were the ones that I favored. You know what I mean? So my opinion is biased. I ain't gonna lie, but I think both of them is. I just like tonight. I think Short gonna hold his own. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout. I don't think Keisha Cole is gonna blow out. Ashanti might be able to pull out more hits. I believe she got more hits than Keisha Cole.
The only thing is that Ashanti, I will admit that all of her songs that I love weren't like radio hits. They were more so. I feel like she's gonna play more album cuts versus because she didn't have that many that was circulating on the radio that was not features. I feel like she's gonna kill it with album cuts, but that's just my opinion.
Who sings the better? Who sings the best though?
I feel like Ashanti sings better than Keisha.
Question, bro. Come on now, bro. What kind
I
of
want to
question
see
is
what
that, man? I mean, if
I
feel
want to see
like
what Nick was gonna say.
hey, listen. Let me tell you like this. If Ashanti had to stand next to Keisha Cole's in church and go after her or before her, she'd say, you know what? All due respect to the congregation, but I'm gonna just pay my tithes and sit down and watch this show. That would be her answer.
Keisha Cole cannot sing live. What are you talking about?
Oh,
Ashanti actually
that's all
does
studio.
acapellas. Ashanti does acapellas on all of her albums where she is blowing. Like y'all is sleeping on Ashanti. I'm sorry,
No, I
but
love
when you
Ashanti.
listen to Keisha Cole live, her voice is cracking. She does not sound good live to me. Like
I'm about to check it out. I'm about to go check it out.
maybe I'm biased because I'm a Ashanti fan musically, but I don't listen. When I listen to Keisha Cole singing live, I don't like what I hear.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you something, Neat. Ashanti is more of the type of woman that you are. It's more closely relatable. Like it's closer to who you really are as a person. You know, with the classiness, the go getter. It's like a pure sound, like a cool sound. I think Keisha Cole is more like she don't have that relatability because she has more of like that gritty. She's dang near like a dude rapping. She's like the
Have you
softer
heard her
version of a
sing a
rapper.
cappella? Like you heard her sing live?
I can't say I have. I'll be lying. I can't tell that lie today. I haven't heard it. But let me
I'm
tell you
just
this right here. Let me tell you this right here. And I could put a coin on this. The Bay Area, they own the night. I bet you they side showing in the street. You know what I'm saying? They gas break dipping, and they all on MacArthur all the way up in Vallejo. You know, they cheering on their favorites. But I bet you one thing. They love both of them because they both put on for the Bay Area. And they never, don't get me wrong, Too Short had some dudes on his head. He had to move to Atlanta. And then E40 had a few things he had to straighten out, you know, up that way. But you can see the respect they had for both of them because it was quickly extinguished and it was quickly embraced by the town again and then moved forward. So to me, it's almost like a dead draw. You know, I give it to Too Short, you know, on the business and on the longevity of just being a real rapper. That's all he really do, rap. But E40, man, he's just like an entrepreneur / rapper, you know, et cetera, et cetera. So, you know, me, you know, if I was sitting
not with
inside,
the shade to Ashanti. Hold up.
somebody say to somebody,
Somebody said Somebody said, what's classy about Ashanti sleeping with her boss and him giving her records to Latino
He
women?
made
no,
sure his boo.
everybody had a real thing going on. That wasn't fake.
He made sure Boo Biscuit had all the best tracks, all the best production.
Like,
Get it
not
to
coming
Ashanti.
for
Hey,
Ashanti's
let me tell
throat
you,
like that. Like, dang. Like,
hey,
really?
Charlie Baltimore couldn't get nothing. They threw her
Nothing.
a phone every once in a while.
Well, I mean, I guess we could wrap the show there. I was trying to wait until E40 and Too Short came out. We're 30 minutes in, and neither one of them have walked out. I don't like this. I don't like the verses where they tell you a time that it starts, and then they wait an hour to 30 minutes after that time to then enter. I feel like if you tell us a time that the show gonna start, be there at the time that the show gonna start. Like, people are already tuned in. Like, why? I don't understand why they have to wait. That irritates me. I don't know. It just irritates me.
They said the numbers is low.
Man, don't say it ain't so, man. No.
That's what somebody in the chat said.
It's 152K tuned in. I mean, but still stalling for them to come out ain't gonna make the numbers grow. Like, if they come out, the numbers are gonna rise. I feel like once the show
I knew the numbers was gonna be a little shaky when I start seeing all the promotion. I've never seen Versus promote a Versus like the way that they did. Like, they was all in my timeline on Instagram showing it and everything, like doing commercials, all kind of stuff.
Really? I didn't see much promotion.
Yeah, man. They Versus was doing it, then Shorter posted, E40 was posting it. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, they trying to make sure they get people in there. It's cool though. They ain't got to crack, you know, 1 million or nothing like that. It's 152,000. I wish I could go live and get 152,000 people to watch
tuned in, right? Yeah.
But you know what? I'm gonna tell you this right here. I think that, you know, a lot of times, like with the Bay Area, they might show up a little bit late, but they got the word. They're gonna tap in. I think it's gonna be at least. I say I'm going out on the limb, but I say 500,000 or better.
Because what time is it out there right now?
It's
Right now,
5:30.
5:30.
Oh yeah, see, it's still early out there.
Yeah, but the time has already started. I don't care if it's early or not. That's the time that they chose. They ain't in hair and makeup. They ain't got to get their makeup done. They ain't got to get their hair done. Like, I just feel like, I don't know if this is their strategy for verses, but before the verses would start at a certain time, the people would be queued up and ready to go at that time. Lately, the verses will start at a time and then the verses won't start until like an hour later. Me as a viewer, I don't like that. I don't like if you promoting, like, people make their schedules around this, you know?
Do y'all think they gave
like
us enough time before? Like, because we found out about it, a week ago?
Yeah, they didn't give it
was like a stand-in show after the other thing didn't go down with Ashanti and Keisha.
Yeah.
But you know what? Let me say this in Versus defense. I believe that what they was trying to do was get some separation between Gucci and Jeezy because it was so big. I don't think they wanted to throw another rap battle just back to back. But when Keisha got the COVID, I think it kind of threw kind of like what they was trying to do off. So they said, well, just to keep the momentum, who is somebody we can go with to kind of keep that momentum? And I think that's just what they came up with. They probably was going to do them, but at a different space, you know?
Yeah.
So maybe people feel like they got their fix already with the rap off of Jeezy and Gucci. You know what I mean? They probably still digesting that or comparing this to that if they're going to watch or not. Especially somewhere,
Justin said it's free though, so it's part of the game. No, I don't care if it's free, $99 or $10. If you say the stuff start at a certain time, every other verses was free also, and they started at the time that they said they was gonna start. So don't start coming up on CP time now. I don't care if it's free. Y'all getting a lot of money from sponsorships, Ciroc sponsorships, and Apple viewership. It's free for us to watch, but they getting money. Shoot.
Well, I think a lot of that got to do with some of this not getting started because they probably on board for so much time of sponsorship. So they probably burn off 30 minutes just with these shenanigans right here. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because they got the big Ciroc right in the middle on the Gucci one.
Yeah.
That's all I've seen with Ciroc. I said, man, what's going on?
They got Ciroc and smack dab in the middle of this one too.
See what I mean? When the Atlanta mayor came on, I thought she was a representative of Ciroc. I had to pump my brakes like, oh, that's the mayor. I thought she was coming on talking about Ciroc.
It got a little political for a minute.
Yeah.
It got awkward and cringy.
Yeah. I didn't understand that. And then next thing they were smoking on Pookie Loc.
Man, your boy went all the way backsliding on that one, man. He should have repented for that one, man. That wasn't
that wasn't cool, man.
I'm surprised Jeezy didn't just say, man, forget everything. We going MMA right now. That's it.
I like
they were already cool anyways.
I like the setup they got. They got the street signs. One say Vallejo, one say Oakland.
Yeah,
they
the setup is nice. They got the low riders. The setup is nice, but they just need to bring their butts out. Like, why does it take 30 minutes to walk out? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, because
y'all already pre-selected y'all songs. Don't act like y'all just doing it off the top randomly. Y'all already know the sequence that you gonna play, he gonna play, she gonna play, he gonna play, whatever. Like, walk out and get the show started. Like, what's going on?
The DJs out there sweating already.
One of the DJs had started crip walking across the screen.
Yeah. Somebody gonna have to give us some entertainment in a minute.
Yeah,
I want to see who they gonna come up with because we already know that Ashanti and Keisha Cole. Who's after that?
Somebody in the comments said Too Short and E40 both have worked with Tupac. Mm-hmm. That's GOAT-ish right there.
And they got some songs together too. Yeah, Short and E40 got songs together, so it's gonna be interesting.
They got one of my favorite ones with Casey and JoJo. What's that one called? It was inside the house. Remember?
And we was just talking about it.
Yeah, it's on Instagram.
Video too.
I'm really irritated that they have not walked their butts out yet.
Rappers Ball.
Yeah.
Say that you got it all. Yeah, that was hot. Yeah,
that's a joint to this day, bro. Because after every verse, you notice they said each other's name. Like when 40 got through rapping, he'd be like Short, and then after Short raps, he'd be like 40.
Yeah.
40 come in. I was like, man, you could tell they had a real friendship, bro. Like they really represented the thing like it should be represented, man. In my opinion, you know.
Yeah.
They
But I'm
playing
waiting to see how they gonna do it tonight.
It's crazy. 40 said he I ain't gonna say gave him a pass, but E40 made sure he held Biggie down and made sure Biggie was cool one time when he went out to the Bay. I wonder if he gonna talk about that tonight, but he didn't talk about it in other interviews before. Like, you know, like they saying, you know, these dudes have been around some of the legends, some of the greats in hip hop, man.
Well, you know what he did? I'm gonna tell you what he did, according, allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
I guess him and Big had some kind of, interminglings going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he had some of his people act like a promoter and called him out to a show. And then when he got to the show, he showed up appropriately and he let him know, like, it could be that easy, bro. Like, calm down on what you're talking about and let's just keep it friendly. And from what I hear, that's how it went down.
Man.
E40 wasn't trying to flex on him, but he was just letting him know, like where we from, bro, we right with the business, like, it ain't none of that. You feel me?
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, that's what that was about. And from what I hear, they was cool after that. They just had to get an understanding.
I really ain't never heard nothing real crazy about. I mean, him and Richie Rich, they had their little Instagram battle last year, but
yeah, you see that?
but I ain't never heard nothing real like bad about 40, man. I ain't heard too many rappers really come out and say nothing crazy about Short. I mean, these are like two of the most respected dudes in the game, especially on the West Coast.
And I'm gonna tell you some fun facts. It's only maybe, I wouldn't even say a handful. It's probably a handful if you throw Dr. Dre in there, of course, Eminem. I don't know about him, but it ain't too many rappers over 50, man, that's still surviving, the game, whether it be from violence, health, or they just took an L when it comes to poverty or something weird, But yeah. I give him love for that too, because I believe Too Short, I'm thinking Too Short is either somewhere between 53. I think he about to be 55 this year. Yeah, he about to be 55 this year. And I think E40 right up under him somewhere. I think Snoop like 51, something like that. No, Snoop 49, I believe. Snoop 49.
Oh, Johns.
Snoop 49. But I know Too Short about to be 55. And then you got Dr. Dre, which, he's more like a producer, but he's still out there. I believe he in his 50s.
Yeah.
We got a handful of guys, that's really, I mean, we might not see it right now, but as time goes on, we can really, Jay-Z, I almost forgot Jay-Z. We can really get these dudes, they flowers as pioneers, man, above everything. Like, man, y'all the first dude to push the game and the dudes being respected in their 50s on the mic. And really going out getting y'all records,
Yeah. Definitely.
That's why we can call them legends. We can call them legends for stuff like that. You feel me?
And it's a blessing though, because they went through like they seen stuff back during like the NWA times where they was crushing people's CDs because they was cussing, they was trying to ban people. You had people trying to pass legislation against them for making that type of rap. They went through the whole East Coast, West Coast thing, survived that. They survived the switch from CDs to streaming. You know what I'm saying? So these cats done seen a lot. They done been around a long time. They done seen a lot. Just think they went from selling them out the trunk to streaming on Spotify and Apple Music.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
They done went through some errors, man. Like, I give them their respect just based off that. That's why I call them legends, man. Based
they
off
had
what you
tapes. You can go buy their cassette.
You feel what I'm saying? So basically, to keep up with Too Short and E40, you had to at one point had a tape deck. You damn near had to have an 8-track, but they didn't take you through that, but they took you through the tape deck. Then they took you through the CD. And then for a while, they was doing the MP3 before they just went on all the way to the streaming and all the way into the internet,
I can say that live video was ended.
They did that, man. They legends.
Yeah.
Would you say me?
Entertaining too.
They ended the live.
Who, Versus?
Yeah.
Oh, they tripping.
I wondered if something happened.
Yeah, enough people ain't showing up. It was 165,000 though.
But why would they end the live though? Like, what the hell?
Maybe they having some technical difficulties.
Oh, they back
Yeah, that
live
might what it
again.
could be. That's probably what it is because it's taking too long. But may I suggest a few drinks for the people out there that be tuning into the live tonight? You never
What's the
heard of this,
drink?
but I promise you, man, it'll set the city on fire. Go and get some of that naked. Precisely the green machine one, not the kale one, because the kale one green too, but the green machine naked juice, and mix it with some of that Don Julio. For every 8 ounces of that naked, put you a shot of that Don Julio. Man.
Oh, okay, the naked, like you know the.
But the green machine though, get the green
yeah.
machine. It got everything in there known to man, from broccoli to pineapples. You mix that with that Don Julio. You're gonna be somewhere swerving in the natty saying, man, this cat feeling, man. He didn't tell me don't be driving.
So what's your name for the drink?
What you say?
What's your name for the drink? What you name that drink?
I
You
ain't
gotta
even,
give a name if you telling people that.
Hold on. I got a name that quick. Okay, you know the naked and the Don Julio mixed together, we call it the butt naked, huh? How about that? That's the butt naked.
Wow.
The butt naked.
The butt naked is similar to the term in the 80s, but it's a
Okay,
step
they
down.
finally walked out. Let's see if they talking. Hold up. They still playing music, y'all. I'm about to bring it on the screen real quick once they cut the music. Cut the damn music already. E40 dripped out with the Gucci. They keeping it real West Coast with they got basic outfits on. That's how you do it. Real West Coast with it.
Ain't nobody got on the Pendleton or either of the two-piece Dickie outfit.
Nah, E40 got on a leather jacket with a Gucci underneath with a beanie on, black shirt, jeans, and Too Short has on a blue windbreaker with a regular t-shirt and some tennis shoes.
Hey, you know what they're gonna be doing all night? They're gonna be playing good music and they're gonna be complimenting each other. That's the agenda. Watch what I tell you.
All right, let me bring it up. They cut the music. Hold up. Hold up. Darn it, where is this? Oh, here we go. Oh no, the hell we not gonna do that. All right, can y'all hear? Can y'all hear that?
I can't
hear it.
Hold on.
They ended it again? Oh no, that's my old one. Hold on. Let me click back on here.
Okay. Hold on now.
They said they want to see I said it. They want to see Jake Paul and Whack 100 in the boxing ring.
Hey man, I would love to see that. Did you see Whack 100 the other day going off on your boy?
Ooh.
The boy used to be on Cash Money. I can't even think of his name. He got the show. He out of Philly.
Oh, Gilly.
Man, go and watch that show, bro. You're gonna be falling out.
All right,
Nah, I
wait,
ain't
stop,
see
wait,
it.
wait. Wait a minute.
Bay versus the Bay. So if you from the Bay, let's go, man. Let's start this shit. You ready?
We can hear it now.
Hello. Let's go, man. Let's start this shit. You ready? Let's take it to the beginning. Yeah. So back in the early '80s, I used to sell tapes through the streets of East Oakland. I had a rap partner named Freddie B, and we used to actually walk the fucking streets or feet on the pavement, walking up to all the motherfucking dope turfs where they sold all the dirt, all the dope, and we sold $5 custom-made tapes. We was make you a custom-made tape about your name, your car, any fucking thing. Like Freddie B, shout out to Freddie B. But I'm saying, we kept that shit going. We started making records later in life. You know what I'm saying? We learned that independent hustle later in life. I got into my thing like around 1985, 40, when you start on the independent hustle.
My first shit came out in 88. MVP Most Valuable Players with Sugar T, D-Shot, Be Legit.
And we did that shit ourselves. We didn't go get no record label deal. We didn't fucking have nobody A&R in our shit. We made our own fucking beats, had our own labels. We own this shit. And when the motherfucking shit sold, who got the money, Earl?
We got the bag, baby. We got the yaper.
So, man, I ain't gonna play y'all no 1982 shit. We ain't gonna do that. We're gonna start when it was real official, when niggas had independent labels. And I got so many calls, so many texts, so many motherfucking DMs and niggas sending me their list.
Motherfuckers been sending me some sick. I'm like, man, I don't even know those lyrics anymore, Pimp Pimp. How the fuck you expect me to remember them? That was 33 years ago. But so it is some that I do remember, trust and believe.
All right, we got Big Von over here. What's up, Big Von?
What's up, brother? What's going down?
Big Von. Big Von, where you from? Pittsburgh?
Yeah, Pittsburgh. Home of the Jack.
Shout out Pittsburgh, California. And my nigga Slowpoke, DJ Slowpoke right here. What up, Slowpoke?
Yeah.
Slowpoke from the Rich, man. Richmond, California.
All day.
What up to the Rich? Y'all ready to get into this shit? Y'all ready? Y'all ready?
Let's get it.
All right, so we're not going to get copywritten over here. If you guys want to finish watching Versus, definitely go to Versus TV on Instagram and you guys could watch it. Thank you to my co-host, Amadi the Ruler and Alfila, for coming on and speaking on this. And I guess we'll watch the Versus, see how it goes, and then we will give you guys an update. Maybe or maybe not. I don't know. But be sure to follow Amadi the Rooter on YouTube and Alfila as soon as he makes his YouTube. All right. Peace out.